Okay.
Okay.
Do we have to introduce ourselves?
No, they'll probably have a slide or something.
Okay.
Yeah. How would you describe your own spiritual life or your walk with Jesus before we decided that we wanted to implement these new practices in our lives?
I felt like it was very separated. So I would try to be working on my spiritual life or disciplines, and then I would be helping the kids in certain ways, and you would be helping the kids in different ways, and then you would be working on your own. But I feel like with the practices of peace, we started to have more of a plan on how our family could work together to grow spiritually.
Because I think one of the things that we did that I found helpful, that would, I think made a lot of difference in our lives, was, once we decided, well, we're gonna look at our building as the place where Jesus sent us. This is the place where we want to prioritize, we want to be intentional. We just want to ask, what would it look like to incarnate the life of Jesus in just this one building? I think one of the things that it did for us, it gave us the freedom to say no. Once we decided this is going to be the place where we want to really be intentional about embodying the life of Jesus, it just gave us permission to say no. And because we had this great yes, this great sense of mission, it allowed us to say no without feeling guilty. So keeping the practice of peace, it doesn't mean that everything goes great, right? It's like this amazing new life or whatever. Life is still hard in its own way. So where do you feel like you've personally, or we as a family, have struggled in trying to keep these practices?
I think especially with COVID, I felt like I was doing a lot more to help the kids and serve them. And I realized that I need to be serving my family out of, after I'm being filled by God and being in the Word and in prayer. And I think I felt really empty. And I was serving out of emptiness, which goes back to what are we being shaped by? Like if we're not being shaped by the word of God, then am I being shaped by what I feel like the world expects of me?
Right.
Out of necessity, go back to the word and say, well, what does Jesus say about me?
It also allows us to be kind of countercultural, right? We're not just trying to keep up with the neighbors, keep up with the expectations that we might feel around us, but instead we're kind of given this different vision. But I think it kind of goes back to a lot of these practices. At least what I'm learning is it's just not the smooth, automatic. Once you get it figured out, set it and forget it, and your life's gonna be perfect. Like life changes on you, and so it's kind of a constant adjustment. But to say no, but these are still the 5 practices that we want to figure out how to continue to keep. That enables us to have a kind of a resilience there. I think there is very much the center of it all is a nearness to Christ that we know we can't lose because we never earn. A nearness to Christ that we know is sufficient for us even when we're insufficient in ourselves. So I think that is a big thing.